Hello and welcome to the Butterfly Empire. It is me, your Butterfly Queen. And today, we are covering Noah Presgrove. I have heard it on multiple different platforms. And yes, I watch other people's podcasts. I also watch on YouTube, multiple different things. Oh, in case you guys didn't know, if you're watching this on like Spotify, iHeart, Pandora, I have all those covered. I am also on the YouTube. No, because if you're listening to this, don't think there's any videos. Yeah, fabulous. Anyways, welcome to the Butterfly Empire, where we have murder, mystery, and coffee, and your mom. If you brung her only. Maybe your dad. I'm not sure if he's cool enough. We'll see. So, we are covering Noah Presgrove, who was 19, was found dead on the side of the highway in Truro, Oklahoma on September 4th of 2023. His full autopsy report, which was obtained by People, not People, but like People magazine, but noted brain swelling and a fractured skull among his many injuries. So, you close that down, close that down. Okay. Daylene and their father, Victor Presgrove, drove some 30 minutes along Oklahoma's Highway 81 looking for a 19-year-old. We didn't know exactly where he was, so as we were going, we'd go up this hill, not knowing if we were about to see Noah on the side of the road. The drive felt like a year. When they arrived, investigators had covered Noah's body with a sheet. He could still see the form of his brother, curled in the fetal position. Walking up to him that day, I was in disbelief that he was gone. And I was continuing to believe throughout the day and night that he was just going to get up and be okay, that the emergency workers could be able to bring him back. It was just a disbelief that he was actually gone, and it made sense. It didn't make sense. Why would it make sense that he was dead? I don't. Sorry. It's been one of those days. So earlier, September 4th, the morning time, the teenager had been found naked, wearing only mismatched slip-on Hey Dude shoes. One was Adidas, one was Hey Dude's. So why was he wearing two different shoes? I don't know. I just know he was wearing different shoes, and that's the only thing he had on. So, let's get to backstory. Blood pulled from his head and seeping through the sheet covered him. Daylene recalls, which is his brother, added that several of Noah's teeth had fallen out, and investigators had collected Noah's white shorts from the middle of the road and folded them by Noah's body. That September, it was a suspicious death. On Monday, April 29th, the Oklahoma medical examiner said in a one-page summary reported multiple blunt force trauma injuries. Now, the matter of his death is still unknown. Okay, I'm going to close this down. And there we go. Open sesame. Okay. He had injuries right here in his brain, right here, the back of his neck, and had bleeding above the skull, bleeding under the skull, bleeding around the brain. So, left temporal lobe, the left cerebellum, and then deep inside the brainstem, way back here, was his head injuries. His neck injuries. So the bone linking the skull to the neck, broken. The neck at the C1 that was displaced from the skull, and then down here in the back, the neck fractured at several vertebrae, the C1, C2, C6, and C7. That gives y'all a good picture of what we're working with. Excuse you, brain. Get out of my face. No one said you could do that. So. So let me do this. Okay. Over Labor Day weekend, Noah attended a 4-day house party. The partygoers passed in and out of the place throughout the weekend and have given various accounts of what happened there. I feel that people know what happened, but it's hard to figure out whose stories are true. Although Darlene says that he agrees with investigators that his brother was not murdered, but an accident occurred, and we don't know what was that accident. So, next approach is figuring out how the incident played out. Thinking back to that September morning on the roadside, Darlene says we need to figure out what caused the bleeding to his head, the abrasions across his body, and all of that. All the stuff that was left out. So. So, according to a 9-page full autopsy report, which was obtained by people, we've already covered that. Sunday, September 3rd, and that after leaving at one point, he rode an ATV Ranger vehicle with several men that had a rollover accident. Presgrove was still alive following the incident and then returned to the party where he got into an argument. So, he then left the house party and was found dead the next morning on the Jefferson County Highway by passing truck drivers around 5:53 a.m. But how he got there remains a mystery. So, full report. The medical examiner said that Noah died of multiple blunt force injuries to the neck, torso, and extremities, enduring among a 2-page list of injuries. Sorry, I am extremely annoyed while doing this, so please bear with me. My brain is going 90 to nothing. So, injuries. Swelling of the brain with multiple brain lacerations, including of the cerebellum and temporal lobe, a skull fracture splitting the middle base of his skull into 2 parts, and multiple rib fractures. A molar tooth was broken in half and had also sustained a laceration on the left surface of the tongue, along with 4 cervical neck fractures. Remember me talking about all the different C's of the vertebrae? At this time, what transpired on how the body was found on the road having multiple blunt force injuries is unknown. The medical examiner wrote of his findings, of which the manner of Noah's death remains undetermined. So, Presgrove, who was found naked, was found in mismatched shoes, an Adidas on the left, and Hey Dudes on the right, each with grass and debris clumped into the laces per autopsy report. 3 pieces of white metal chain and part of a tooth were several feet from his body along with a pair of his white printed shorts, per the autopsy report. A clump of hair was in the highway lane, and another chunk of hair was in his right butt cheek without blood or tissue. Wait, what? What did I just read? A clump of hair was in the highway lane, and another chunk of hair was on his right butt cheek. What? Okay. A drawing in a black ink of a stick figure person was also etched into the side of his right thigh, which there's a video that at the party people were filming on the phones of two girls, one drawing on one cheek, another one drawing on another cheek. So that was drawn on. Okay. Okay, a toxicology report included with the autopsy report showed that the forensic toxicologist conducted a panel of drug tests for amphetamine, methamphetamine, fentanyl, cocaine, opioids, PCP, barbiturates, and benzodiazepines. So none of the drugs were detected in Noah's system, although alcohol was. Harper went on to note that the tests are not designed to detect oxycodone, methadone, or clonazepam. Months after graduating high school, and with an eye on joining the military, Noah decided by the family as a four-sport athlete and a class clown, well-liked in a small town. Emancipated at 17, Noah was living with his grandparents who helped raise him at the time of his death. In 8 months since Noah's death, rumors had swirled through the tight-knitted community that the circumstances leading to Noah's death, and Daylene, whose family stated at GoFundMe to cover the cost of hiring a private investigator, they don't know what to believe. In the narrative description, the circumstances of Noah's death included in the report, authorities say on September 3rd, 2003, Noah had graduated high school that May, planned to join the military, and then with his cousin following year was drinking at a house party, and then he rode an ATV Ranger vehicle with several men that had rolled over incident. Noah was found alive following the incident, returned to the party. He got into an argument before leaving the party, per the summary. Although the report names Noah's girlfriend as the person he got into a fight with, Noah's brother says that from the understanding, she was not at the party and that Noah was arguing with somebody else. Police did not immediately respond to people's reports. So, okay, when the trucker found Noah's body along the highway early the next morning, we got that part, an outline of the stick figure was straddled to his right thigh, though there was no vehicle parts or debris, so it's not a real sense of hit and run. Okay, but 8 months later, the strange scene still sparks more questions than answers, brother says. Why was Noah wearing mismatched shoes? Why were his shorts on the highway and not on his body? What really happened to the high school athlete? There are many conflicted accounts of that night. With so much time passing, it seems that stories are changing. Other times it feels like they are reading off a script. It's hard to trust anyone. So that's it. No one's has much of anything at all. So let me know what you're thinking about all that because I have no clue. They have no clue. So we're all our clues. But that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Bye. Have a good time.